Hi, I'm Hannah Sokup, the Oral History Curator in the Mansfield Library's Archives and Special Collections, and today I'm going to show you how to find digitized oral histories and oral history transcripts that are available through our online repository. So when you're on the Maureen and Mike Mansfield homepage, if you go here to Archives and Special Collections, and then go over to the left-hand navigation and find this Oral Histories link. And there you'll be connected to the University of Montana's online repository, ScholarWorks, where we have a lot of digitized materials available, including digitized audio for oral history interviews and PDFs of transcripts. And a transcript is the typed or written text that was spoken during the interview. So you can either choose to read about what was said during the interview, or you can listen to the actual interview. So there are two ways to search for oral histories on this page. The first is if you know the name of the collection you're looking for. For instance, if you're looking for interviews with smoke jumpers and you know that the name of the collection is the Smoke Jumpers 1984 Reunion Collection, you can click on that and you will be taken to the collection page, which will give you a brief description of the overall collection, a list of the number of interviews in that collection, and then here are the interviews. As you scroll down, you can see each one. And so if you wanted to listen to the interview or search the interview of Bert Tanner, you could click on that, and you'll be taken to the interview page. And here you'll see an option to download the interview for free. You don't have to sign in. All you have to do is click download. You can also download the transcript of the interview if you'd prefer to read that and keyword search it. You'll also read a brief description of what he discusses during the interview. And then you have the option to stream the audio. So if you'd prefer to stream it rather than downloading it to your computer and waiting however long it takes to download 77 megabytes of audio, you could simply stream it by clicking play. And then following that, there's a list of more information that might be useful to you. For instance, subjects and keywords to give you more of a sense of what the interview includes, the time period and geographic coverage of what's discussed during the interview and when and where the interview took place. And then if you are using this for any kind of research project or you're putting it into a paper, the original collection is going to be part of your citation information, so that's really helpful. And then you'll also see rights to this collection. So if you're looking to actually publish part or all of the interview in some way, either broadcast it on the radio or a podcast, or you're using it in some kind of written publication, you'll want to take a look at this rights information to see who you need to contact in order to get permission to use the interview in publication. And you also see things like the original format. So this interview was originally recorded on a tape, a cassette tape, and then it was later digitized by us. So that's one way, if you know the collection. Now, a lot of times you don't know what oral history project you're looking for. And so when you're at this home page for oral histories with the list of all of our collections, you can go over here to the search bar. And then if you were looking for interviews with smoke jumpers and just didn't know what collections we had about smoke jumping, you could click on that. And it would give you a list of all of the interviews that we have where smoke jumper is mentioned either in the transcript or in the description of the interview. So you can see here one of the collections that relates to smoke jumping would be that Smoke Jumpers 1984 Reunion Oral History Project. So you could click here on the individual interview, or you could click on the collection title. You'd be taken back to that page. And then you could also scroll down to see if there are other projects and collections that are related to your topic. So the Civilian Public Service Smoke Jumpers Oral History Project, the Nick Sunt Smoke Jumpers Oral History Project. So you could really scroll down, the Dan Hall Smoke Jumpers Oral History Project. So there are a number of projects related to smoke jumping. So you could click on each one, and then, for instance, if you clicked on the Civilian Public Service Smoke Jumpers and typed in conscientious objector, you would see that a number of those interviews, probably all of those interviews, are going to mention that term because the smoke jumpers who were interviewed for this collection were in fact conscientious objectors during World War II. So those are two ways you can search for oral history interviews here that are held at the Mansfield Library's Archives and Special Collections. And if you need more information about the oral history interviews in our collection, you're welcome to contact Archives and Special Collections. Our contact information is on our homepage. Here at the Hours in Contact, you can call or email us for more information. If you don't find what you're looking for on ScholarWorks, it's possible that we just haven't digitized or transcribed it yet. So there are other ways that we might be able to make it available for you.